Special Investigating Unit, SIU, this morning raiding the Johannesburg offices of state capture accused company Alexander Bay Diamonds. Now, Alexander Bay Diamonds is a company which won a lucrative ocean diamond mining contract with the state-owned diamond entity Alexkor. Let's get the latest now from our colleague Tumaole, who has been watching those raids. Tumaole, it does appear that finally the officials of the SIU were able or were given entry into the building after being after complaints, perhaps I should put it, by the spokesperson of the SIU that they are finding difficulty in gaining access.
Well, that was the situation earlier, Goli. You summed it up very well there. It was not exactly tense, but it was certainly confrontational as the SIU officials arrived here. Security here said that they have no authority to go in and search and seize the documentation as well as other items that will help in their investigation. But, of course, the SIU stood its ground and said that there is a court order that is mandating that they continue with this investigation. And a few moments later, then they were allowed in. This has been going on in terms of collection of those documents and other, evidence that could be linked to that particular state capture of Alexander Bay, so to speak. It's happening behind me in the vault here. Let me step out of shot so my colleague Morena Kitla can give you an idea of what's happening through that door that you see there, Koli. Unfortunately, this is as far as we are allowed to come close. Officials from the SIU have been coming out through with the boxes as well as other documents and as well as other merchandise, if I can call it that. Certainly no diamonds that I can tell you, but let's get the latest right now from SIU spokesperson Kaiser Kganyago. How are the raids going so far, and what are you actually seizing, and how will it help with your investigation?
Thank you very much. The raid is going very well. I went inside there, and our teams are busy getting the documentation. Your viewers must understand that when we do a court order, we write each and everything that we want from here. Therefore, all of the documents are written there. Therefore, we have to go through that list and get each and every document that are there. Therefore, some that are not here, they are in another building where the boss has gone to. The boss of this place has quickly rushed there because some of our team members have gone that side because we are doing this operation in those two buildings at the same time. Therefore, we are doing very well. I think they will get everything that we need. Some of our team members are also looking at the computers because they need to mirror them and then make sure there are IT gurus in there that are doing exactly that. If there's a need for some of the computer hard drives to be taken with, we will do so and make sure that we get all the information we wanted.
All right. And how long are you anticipating this operation will continue?
Our teams are going to be here until they are done with this operation. They are not going to leave until they are done. And if they are done at lunchtime, they will go. But if it has to go up to early evening, they will do so.
And in terms of the seriousness of, if I could say, allegations, the alleged state capture of Alexander Bay and Alexkor, what could happen should those investigations prove that indeed officials here and this firm were linked to particular state capture? Are we going to see them perhaps getting jail time?
From our side, we do what is in line with our mandate. And our mandate is to make sure that if we find that there are irregularities, we set aside those contracts and we recover the money. And that's why one of the things we're looking at is how this contract was entered into between Alexkor and this company. Therefore, if we find that they entered into this contract in a manner that is not fair, therefore we will take them to the special tribunal and recover the money. And then if we find criminality, we will, as per our legislation, take it to the NPA so that it is sorted. As you might have seen, the Hawks are with us here, and we are working together nicely to make sure that we get to the bottom of this.
Thank you very much. That was Kaiser Kganyago of the SIU, just giving us an overview of where investigations are and how they are going to go ahead in terms of trying to, of course, enforce what President Cyril Ramaphosa himself has said in terms of trying to recoup the monies and those gains that were garnered through state capture to ensure that there is some kind of justice there. And Goli, around 2015, of course, there was if I can just move out of shot there again, I think there's some movement behind. No, nothing's happening. We keep a close eye on this to ensure that we bring you the latest. But around 2015, that's when these contracts were entered into. And effectively what happened is that with Alexkor entering into this contract with this particular company, which was acting more as a consultancy, what happened is that they devalued by up to between 30 and 50%, we heard at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, the prices of those diamonds. Those diamonds are highly valued because they are diamonds that come from the ocean. And by devaluing them, the market was then shifted. And of course, this has had also a negative impact on the fishermen, who are the ones who get the diamonds and who also earn a living. So Alexander Bay also suffered quite extremely when it comes to the impact of that state capture. But we'll continue to bring you the latest as and when it happens. With you, it's back to you in the studio, Mohlaoli.
Tumaole, thank you very much for explaining that to us so well.